Have you ever done shadow work? Had a breakthrough? Felt like something has shifted? Maybe you've journaled, you've reflected, you've sat in ritual, you've cried the tears, and finally understood where a pattern has actually come from. And then a few months later, another layer appears. Another fear comes up, another wound reveals itself, and you think, wait a minute, didn't I already heal this? If you've ever felt frustrated because you thought you'd done the work, but something else has appeared, I want you to hear this. Your shadow work hasn't failed. You have not gone backwards. In fact, this can actually be a sign that you're ready to go deeper. Because shadow work was never about reaching a particular point where you never experience another challenge. It's about changing who you are when those challenges appear in your life. And that is what we're going to explore today. My name is Sandra. I'm the author of Crafting Your Wiccan Path, and welcome back to Mystery Witch School. For those of you who are new here, this channel is about exploring witchcraft as a path of personal transformation. We explore shadow work, working with Hecate, developing your intuition, and creating a deeper relationship with yourself and the unseen world around you. And for those of you who have been here for a while, you know that I believe that witchcraft is much more than learning spells or performing rituals. These things are beautiful parts of the craft and important parts of the craft, but the deepest magic happens when our practice transforms us, when we begin to see ourselves differently, when we release the old patterns and we step into a new version of ourselves. And that is what identity shifting is all about. It's not pretending to be someone else. It's about recognizing the parts of yourself that were shaped by fear, conditioning, and old experiences, and consciously choosing who you are becoming. And this is why Hecate is such a powerful guide for this work, because she's connected with the crossroads, with transitions and those moments where we stand between the person we've been and the person we're becoming. One of the biggest misunderstandings about shadow work is that we think it's something that we complete. We imagine that there will be a point where you uncover everything, you heal everything, and then you move forward without anything else coming up. But that isn't really how this kind of transformation works. Shadow work is more like a spiral. You return to similar themes, similar fears, and similar patterns. But hopefully each time you come back around the spiral, you've met it from a different place. You have more awareness, you have more self-compassion, you have more choices. And this is something that Hecate teaches you. The crossroads is not always a single moment. Sometimes we return to the crossroads many times throughout our lives. And each time we're asked, who have I been? Where am I now? And who am I ready to become? Or really, who am I truly? One of the biggest misunderstandings about shadow work is that we think that it's something that you complete. We imagine that there will be a point where we uncover everything, we heal everything, and then move forward without anything else ever coming up. But that's not how it works. Shadow work is more like a spiral. You return to similar themes, similar fears, similar patterns, but hopefully each time you come around to the spiral, you meet them from a different place. So you may have more awareness this time, more self-compassion this time, more choices this time. And that is something that Hecate teaches us. The crossroads is not always a single moment. In fact, it's never a single moment. Sometimes we return to the crossroads many, many, many times in our lives. And each time we're asked, who have I been? Where am I now? Who am I really? Now, before we go any further, if you are newer to working with Hecate and you feel called to explore this path, I have created a free class called Awaken Your Power with Hecate. It will help you to understand more about Hecate, her symbolism, and how you can begin developing your own connection with her. You'll find the link in the description field below this video. But if you've already been doing this work, you will know that there is another level of transformation waiting for you. So let's continue. So the next thing that I want you to understand is this. More layers appearing does not mean that you haven't made progress. It means you're ready to see something from a deeper level. There's another layer to work on. So think about it like this. Maybe your shadow work has revealed that you have a fear of being seen. You might understand where that fear came from, your childhood. Maybe you were criticized when you expressed yourself or laughed at when you expressed yourself. Maybe you learned that standing out wasn't safe. Maybe you were taught to keep your gifts hidden and don't toot your own horn. The first time this wound appears, you might avoid opportunities. You might hold back from sharing your voice. You might think to yourself, who am I to do this? I don't know enough. I'm not good enough. What will people think? What will so-and-so say? But after doing the work, the wound may still appear. The difference is what happens next. Instead of automatically shrinking, you might pause and recognize, this is that old fear showing up, the old habit showing up, the old way of being showing up. This is a part of me that learned to stay small. But I don't have to let this fear make my choices anymore. And this is part of the transformation. This is a shift. So how do you know if you're moving through the spiral and actually changing? Or you're just simply repeating the same pattern, but just in a different form. And there are three things that I want you to look at. And the first one is this. The same wound appears and it's still completely taking over. Maybe your shadow work has shown that you have a fear of rejection. You understand where it comes from. You know why you developed that pattern. But when somebody disappoints you or disagrees with you, you pull away. You're still reacting immediately to that old story. The old story that goes, I must have done something wrong, or I'm not enough, or I'm not good enough, or they don't really want me, or they don't love me, I'm not lovable. The awareness is there, but the response hasn't actually changed yet. And that can be normal for a while. What's important is that you've noticed it, where you may not have noticed it before. And you need to notice it first before you can actually change it. The second is that you understand the pattern intellectually, but your behavior hasn't actually shifted yet. Maybe you know that you are worthy of success, but you're still procrastinating every time an opportunity appears. Maybe you know that you are intuitive, but you keep looking outside of yourself for confirmation or permission or reassurance. Maybe you know you want to be more visible, but you continue hiding your gifts because being seen still feels unsafe. You can explain the pattern. You can explain it perfectly, but you're still allowing the old identity to make the choices for you. It's just that you're way more aware of it now. And when you go to change the behavior, if you say to yourself, well, next time I'm not going to do that. Next time I'm going to allow myself to be seen. Next time I'm going to say yes to something. It's going to feel really, really uncomfortable. But you've made a decision at this point that, okay, I didn't quite make it this time, but next time I'm going to try it and see what happens. The third is that you've been doing a lot of the inner work, but your everyday life is still looking exactly the same. So you may be doing the journaling now, you may be meditating, you may be reflecting, you may be learning more about how the subconscious mind works, you may be doing some hypnotherapy, or you may be even doing some tapping. But you're still saying yes when you mean no, and you're still saying no when you really want yes, and you're still staying in situations that are draining you. You're still putting everyone else's needs before your own, because the change isn't just about what you understand, it's about how you show up. The question isn't, do I have more shadow work to do? The question is, am I responding differently than the person I used to be? Am I responding differently to how I used to respond? Because change can be subtle, but often just doing meditation and journaling work and some general tapping isn't really going to hit that nail on the head of change. And I know this because I've lived it. There have been times when I've understood so much about myself for years, decades even. I'd done a lot of the inner exploration. I'd done Gestalt. I'd done inner child therapy. I could explain my patterns. I knew where my fears came from, but there was still a part of me that was holding back. A part of me that was waiting for permission, for it to be safe, to be allowed to change. Waiting until I felt completely ready, or waiting until I felt completely confident. And what I eventually realized was that more knowledge wasn't the answer. The shift happened when I actually started finally finding these individual beliefs and changing them one by one, so that I automatically became the person who acted differently. I didn't even have to think about it. I became the person who allowed herself to take up space. And that's the difference between understanding shadow work and transformation and actually embodying it. What actually changes things isn't finally finishing shadow work, because honestly, I don't believe we ever complete the shadow work. What changes things is developing a different relationship with ourselves. It's learning to meet each new layer with awareness instead of fear, with curiosity instead of shame. It's creating consistent practices that help us stay connected to ourselves, because this kind of transformation doesn't only happen in these big moments. It happens in everyday choices. It happens when an old pattern appears and when we choose differently. It happens when we stop asking, when will this finally disappear? And actually start asking ourselves, what is this here to teach me? What part of myself is asking to be seen? What is my subconscious really trying to tell me here? What would it look like to meet this with self-care and compassion and understanding and just acceptance? Because this is where the real magic happens. It's understanding that we are on a journey. And each time these shadow challenges come along, it's just another part of the journey. And if you're at this stage of the journey, if you have done the inner work, but you know that there's another version of yourself waiting to emerge, this is exactly why I created A Journey with Hecate. A Journey with Hecate is built around the process of identity shifting. It's about standing at your own crossroads and consciously choosing who you're becoming. It's about exploring your shadow, deepening your relationship with Hecate, and learning how to move beyond the old patterns into a more empowered version of yourself. And this isn't about becoming someone else or someone completely different. It's about remembering the parts of yourself that have always been there. It's the true you. If you feel called to continue the journey, enrollment is open now, and you'll find the link below this video in the description field and also on my website, mysterywitchschool.com. And if you feel like what you need isn't another course, but more personalized support with the specific crossroads you're navigating, I also offer one-to-one mentoring sessions as well. Sometimes we just need someone beside us who can help us see the patterns that we can't see for ourselves, to help us through those moments when we are stuck, and to help guide you into even more deeper practices that can help you continue that shadow work. So to inquire about mentoring with me, do book a free 30-minute clarity session. It's over Zoom. And in this session, I will give you crystal clear clarity about what is keeping you stuck, and also give you the suggestions for how best to move forward. And if you want to work with me one-on-one, we can talk about that as well. There's a link to the free clarity session in the description field below this video. If you like the video, hit the like button, share it with your friends, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Blessed be.